What's up, guys? It's Emerson96 here. We are about to play some Madman's Guide to Happiness. A mouthful. It is another indie game like White Noise in the game I just downloaded and probably uploaded by now, Decay Part 1. So let's play it. You are the first officer to arrive at the scene. Strange noises was reported. They screamed. You see a body hanging from the ceiling. Suicide. The computer is still on you. You check out the clues. It is filled with rating and incorrupted files, but it claims that whoever obtains access to these files will gain the secret to happiness. To begin, you begin to click. Alright, I'm going to click this little file here with this little mouse, and I kill everyone. I push stop. Princess loves her little bow, we all her little heart. Out of the 4 colors, to choose the blue one. You have 4 colors in front of you, too. If you choose the blue one, you can unlock this file. Does this mean the controller colors? So it's X. Please be X. Alright, good. It took you a long time to reach here from the magic tower, princess. Your blessed feels still bothered and filthy from that rich wood with its corrupted streams and trees that whisper their putrid secrets in your precious ears. Your clear eyes still dulled with the lifeless of the eon spent in the dark, damp tower that gave you not a drop of daylight, playful majesty. Your little wrist, still scratched and swollen from the rusty, disease-rotten shackles they forced upon you to prevent your escape to a better place where they could not keep their perverted or altered-like eyes on you. Your tongue so dry from the dirt they tried to force down you like water. But you have escaped now, and it will be able to be made better. For I have found a secret to happiness, and with it, all darkness memories will fade away, and be replaced with nothing but gardens of crystal flowers and butterflies that sing on command, and sing they shout sweet, sweet princess. Ugh! It gets me every time. Okay. Look at you, you beautiful baby. Looking like a doll with your disgusting face, which I do not want to see. What are you doing there? Heartbeat of eye and disgusting blood. Oh, see if you can see that. And you can. Thank God. The princess did very well to escape from the tower, but it was a harsh journey. It would have taken her 1 hour to reach me, but her legs were broken, so it took her to double this time. And her arms were broken, so the time was doubled again. And her mind was broken, so it doubled yet again. But the wind blew her right direction, which got her was 16 times faster, and her broken little body and mind should have been able to. How long did it take her? You are a mean game, you know that? Complete to unlock the next file, so I'm guessing if it took her 6 times the hours, it should have took her about 20 minutes. No! Oh, God. I am wrong? Freaking 30 minutes then. What's up? What's up? Listen, the enemy binds. Not just you or I, but the frog, the worms, the germs, the leafy plants, and all the infant times. It works with this magics. Now it was work them in the past, and it will work them in the future. It is faceless and unloving, but it does not have it either. Despite holding back the choices of happiness from us, we should not hide it, for it gives us everything we have now. To hate it would be like owning our own parents. But we must fight it, for a life living off nothing but the office lick of condensing or part of 15 or 5. Credited from the choices, it has no life at all. Do not hear fighting it, for even if the blood eat it, it will not care, nor will it feel anything at all. Your first and only clue to enemy is like monkeys. I used to be sad to cut my own wrist. I like that on the picture, I like it. I used to be mad and slice my veins. I used to be bad and tore my skin. That's, okay. You need to see a doctor. Then I became happy. And that's when I picked up blood. That doesn't look okay. That's not. Oh, okay. The floor is breaking behind me. I don't want to. Oh. Looks like there's nothing there. Left trigger. Everything's fine. Oh, I hate you so much. Smile for me, princess. I hate you. Not you again, baby. I will eat your babies. The princess' mind has been shattered like a beautiful glass wall because of her peculiar ordeal. Can you count how many triangles her mind has shattered into? Remember, there are larger triangles made up of several smaller ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, son. Got me none. Then what would it be? And thus, the secret of happiness was for I don't care. Let's do it all again. I'll do this in half the time, son. Can't get me scaring twice because I'm better than you. Who's better than you, little baby? I'm better than you. You bleeding. Why don't you pop your eye out like you disgusting with your heart all pumping? Don't need you to get all that blood. I don't know how to rhyme either. I'm never going to rhyme again, even though that was catchy. Shut up! Oh! Shut up, baby! Oh! I don't care. Then what would it be? Huh? Yeah! Evolution. Evolution is the enemy that we must fight, but also that we must love, because it brought us into being, and how can you not reach love? It has so many lovely little monkeys. You seek to know why. It only lets us sip and not a chance of rather than gulp. Let me explain. The evolution is a system based on survival. The fittest survive. The strongest survive. The fastest survive. The survivalist survives. If you look at one of the little deers, fill them up with happy pills, how long do you think it would survive? Drugging up against a tree, giggling itself. If it had happiness given to it, a little bit of plate, it would be munching down on it, no matter how many lions or T-Rexes beyond their fangs down on it. For any individual species back there, getting a hold of the Euphoria, it is a fist, free ticket to death thanks to the system we know as evolution. Evolution cannot bend to get happiness. Do not pop up anything. Okay, evolution will let you sip and chalice when you do not do something that benefits your survival or your species survive. When you're having sex, when you eat, you rest. It was a good system. We were monkeys. We would have died in the wild without these incentives. But these are only tiny feelings, moments in our lives. Why can't these moments last rather than being restricted to the end of the task in which benefits survival? Evolution, yes, survival as well. But we are no longer monkeys. For the sake of my beloved princess, I must kill you. Look how a chick must be thankful to his shield for protection it, but most undoubtedly destroy it to be joined the world. I'm the best freaking reader ever. I do not care if you decide to crush me, for I am a monster whom chose to kill his own eggshell. True. I love my little friends, but I need help to count them. Which actions has the most two-legged spiders? Even if just part of the sexy legs is in the section, you must count as a spider. Sexy legs. I knew it was a girl. I knew it. I'm thinking the top. Please don't. Oh, I hate you. I don't know how. Okay. 4, 6, 7, 8. And it would be, if it wasn't the top, then it would be the right. It'd be the left. God dang it. Fine. Shut up. Just pop your eye out and push the random buttons. Just hurry. Come on. I hate this game. I hate it. You freaking jump scares of hate. Alright, come on. I know it. I know it's like the back of my hand. Shut up. Oh! I hate you. right. No! Ah! There's the bottom, son! As the birth creator of the evolution, which is of such a nature that it could not allow us to taste unlimited happiness without destroying us. It is now up to us, and no one, or nothing else, to raise up and take our much needed Eorphia. Look at fucking pills. Now you know our opinion. You must know how to defeat it. The answer and the explanation is this. We must remove ourselves from the evolution. We must remove ourselves from its factors and its cycle and its relations and its force. Human have already begun to see this, and we have begun to move ourselves forward slowly. The scientists have seen this, and they began to create new drugs to despite the pain and turn this freshness into happiness. The religious have seen this, and they strive for the place in paradise after death. The Philosophers have seen this, and they've tried to peek into the well of happiness through and through. All noble warriors, but it has not had enough. There is something much closer to us we need to do, something more basic and futile that bugs on the thread of our very beginning. Read on. Freaking monkeys. Look at it, you don't care what you're doing. Look at him. Oh, you don't care. Why are you trying to talk to me? I'm just looking straight. Precious little monkeys live precious little lives, precious little lives. Eat precious little monkeys. It proceeds to eat monkeys' little lives, but they exit the file. Okay. The wild detective who would hang himself several years later walked into the crime scene. There were 4 bodies laying on the ground, and it looked like they had been killed by a pack of dogs. Each body had one limb ripped off that must have been taken away by the pack. Aside from the 4 humans' remains, there are the remains of 2 dogs fully intact in the scene. How many limbs are there in the scene? If there's 2 dogs still alive, I would expect the little guy that got in the crime scene would probably go down with them. I don't know if that's fact or fiction. So, there are 4 bodies laying down. 4 times 4, or 4 squared. 8, 16, it would be 16 plus the officer. So, 16 would be 20. No! You hate! I hate you! Yes! Well done. Not many would have thought to count the detectives. Oh! Who's over there? This is a dead spider. They have 8 limbs, greedy. And a bit selfish of them. I am no impressed. I am not impressed. I challenge you. When have the science will intelligence to gas the damn chalice? At the very last collectivity. Why then do we not take it? The answer is this. We lack the power. For everything we have, we are no more than the willing babies. Because we lack power. And the reason we lack power is because to our shame and with simply give it away. We are the primary point at which our thoughts and feelings are created, and we have great power to bend and twist them to our will. Yet shamefully, respectfully even, we not only do economically this, but we project our power into inanimate objects that not only don't have power, but they would not even care if they did. Observe, a rock falls on a man's foot and he feels pain. The foolish man blames the rock and throws fit of anger while screaming about how the rock has ruined his day. The wise man realized that while the rock is responsible for the pain, he is not angry because he has allowed himself to become angry. Now, knowing that he is responsible for his anger, he releases it. Not the rock has the power to turn it off and on. It is all about empowerment, self-empowerment. If you never realized you have the power over your own happiness, you are now no more than a leaf in the wind, at the mercy of any pixie that cares to grab you. How painful. It is the man who claims his lunch ruins because he has the wrong type of sandwich. and spends the rest of his days sulking in his office. How strong and redundant is the man who realizes that his unhappiness is due to his own falling, swallows the sandwich in a single mighty gulp, and then dances on his desk. One is weak, one is strong, one is sad, one is happy. We can have the power because of our intelligence. Our intelligence is our great strength against the evolution. Because for as powerful as the evolution is, it lacks intelligence. It does not know that we know the smothering evil ways. Once we know we have the power and use the power, we can overcome the unhappiness that evolution has caused us. I have a story to tell you in the next file.
Get out. This was meant for her precious little lies, not yours.
But I'm going to take it. I'm going to take your lies. I'll take it. All you have to do is shoot the bad man. Right trigger. Was a man you just murdered really a bad man though? And even if he was dead, even if he was, did his mom, wife, son, friends deserve to suffer this sin? He liked to help people with his arm. He was a right-handed man. He can never laugh again. He can never dream again. He can never hug again. Murderers are like the gods of never. Here is my story, sweet princess. Once upon a time in a land far, far away, when you were very young, me and the queen lived with you in happiness and peace. But then one day a demon seduced the queen from me, and she looked you to go for, and looked to go and live with the demon in the tower. I tried to get you back many times, many times, but eventually the demon got his little friends with their loud mental dragons. They flashed blue lights to carry me away. The king was sad. The king blamed the demon, but this did nothing. The king blamed the demon's friends, but this did nothing. The king blamed the queen, but this did nothing. The king even blamed you, but this did nothing. Then eventually, the king realized that he was to blame. When he realized that only he had the power to ultimately stop him, and from being sad he gained power, the king used that power to kill one of the devil's friends. It was a wonderful thing. The king was no longer sad. Instead, the queen was sad. She felt guilt and left the devil, and often looked to princesses to see the king in his new home called asylum. But the king could only stay in the asylum for so many years. He worried that when he had to leave, that the queen would no longer feel guilty and come to see him. The thoughts consumed him and twisted his mind, fear until a lack of rope was intended to take his life. That means kill himself, princess. And so, I have the rope in my hand, and I have to finish the guide to allow you to be happy. There is nothing left. I hate the static of reading. 80 minutes gone. No puzzles this time, sorry. The note is not for the princess, but for the person who is reading this document. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't hang myself. The thought of not seeing the queen and the princess again was too much. So I used a little more power. I hugged the devil instead, so they would let me back into the asylum. I am hiding in the room now, waiting for someone to read the document, so I can kill them, put them behind, just to make super sure they let me into the asylum again. I wish you the best of happiness, and I'm so sorry. Well, that was nice. I'm sorry, guys. This is actually the end. This is the end of it. That was more of a reading than a game, actually. I got a few still jump scares in there. A little bit of funny. But yeah, it was mostly reading. I would suggest to get this game, though. It's a really good read. I know I didn't read it perfectly, so I would suggest to get this game. It's indie games. It's an indie game from Xbox Live. It's $1, so I would try to get it if I were you. But dislike, or comment, or whatever you're feeling. Subscribe to become an awesome member today, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, guys.